Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. 2001 Buick LeSabre. Goes like this. One more time. Very crunchy in there. Sounds delicious. Like Cookie Monster. The window tries to move a little bit. You can hear the motor turning, which tells me the motor's probably okay, but we definitely need a new regulator. So we're gonna dig in there. We're gonna figure out what's going on for sure, and most likely replace the regulator. The back of it has a hook. The front is the side that pops out. So get behind the front, pop it out, and then pull it forward. There's a Phillips head screw here. Gloved up, don't want dirty hands. Shut off the car so that we don't have dead battery by the time we get done. And now we're gonna pull this screw. Don't lose it like I just about did. I think I spend more time in my videos telling people don't do what I did. So we're just gonna go around the bottom of this. I don't see any screws down here. And we're gonna find where it's tight and make it not tight anymore. And then, once you have the clips on the bottom half loose, and the top half all the way up. Once you have all the clips loose, then it lifts out. We have harness right here. Got a razor blade. I also got a razor blade, and I got a circus peanut. This is one of the most delectable snacks in the world. Very controversial snack. I love them. Tell me that they're not the best. Anyways, I like to cut this rubber or this adhesive. I'm gonna get that whole circus peanut in my mouth. I like to cut it instead of stretch it and rip it. That way it kind of stays in the same spot. And as long as you don't get dirt in it, it'll stick back to that adhesive again. All right. These two holes right here, there's a 10mm bolt on each side. It's a clamp that holds this window. But we want this window to stay where it's at when we drop it. So I'm just gonna take a big old piece of masking tape, loop it over the window. That'll hold it there. While we pull that out, 10mm through this hole. These bolts, I don't believe, have to come all the way out. Just need loosened up so it'll let go of the window. One more down here. We're gonna lower this, turn the key back on. see the connector through that hole if I can keep you guys on it. And you have to get a finger on the back side of that prong, or a screwdriver or something, to release it. It's going to take 2 hands, but push here, pull up here. I was able to get my connector out, which leaves me with getting this out of this hole. Come on. However you can fandangle it out of there. Well, then you can see that my cable's not even in the track anymore. I'm guessing this spool is all wound and jammed up. This is broke out down here. This regulator's garbage. But the motor I think is fine. So we'll pull these 10 millimeters out. They have nuts on them. Ah, nuts. Peanut, because I am hankering for another circus peanut. So good. Okay, that motor's going to go back on our new regulator. Show you real quick. 740811. All that tape. Man. Okay. Motor goes this direction. It's the only direction that it doesn't hit something, I figured out, because I lost track of what I was doing for a minute. Come on. Oh, this one does not have nuts. The plate in the back is threaded. These holes are threaded, which is actually kind of convenient. And then, before you put this regulator inside the door, there's bolts here and here on the new regulator. Loosen this bolt and loosen this bolt so that this clamps open so that your window can go in there. Do that before you stick it in there, or you'll fight it like I am. It's all tight, snugged up, ready to go back in. So these little plastic covers over the bolt holes, we can pull them off. Or over the bolts, I mean, not bolt holes. Whatever. You heard what I meant. Said what I heard. Dunno. And a little bit of a puzzle to get it back in there, but enough fandangling, it'll go. And then through this same hole, and get your connector plugged back in. I'm sure you can. And once you got power back to it, I'm going to roll this down a little bit. That's the wrong window. And that's probably far enough. Oh, that went all the way down. That thing's quick. Proving to be kind of a struggle. There it goes. Get that hole in first. That bolt in first. Then the other bottom ones. Put some nuts on here without pushing it out. Then I'm going to take my hand and catch this window as I pull my tape off of it. Comes down a little bit. And I'm going to watch it go into these clamps. Okay, now I've got both of my clamps open. That window's now sitting in both of those clamps. I'm going to roll it all the way back up. Then, with that window in the all the way up and tight position, we'll snug up both of these clamps through these two holes. We're working with rubber and glass here. Don't go crazy. Like a two-finger kind of tight. So we got a harness, all the bolts tight. Then we go back and start dealing with this tar adhesive. Get this guy on, snap it in the hole, and now this goo will just kind of stick back where it was for the most part. All right, kids, we're back. Put the door panel on. You have this harness that clips into this plug. And then one way clips into the side of this little computer controller. And then the top has to hook before we start putting clips in. And I just watched that hook go in the, or that clip go in the hole in the door panel. Watch the clips go in. Make sure they each go in the hole. If you miss, they get bent off to the side and they hole your door panel out. Watching them. I can see the bottom ones are all started before I ever start setting them. All the way around it. We have our Phillips head screw right here. Put that back in. And while I'm putting this screw in, I'm going to tell you how important it is. And this trim piece is missing the dilly-do on the back, the hook. But I can tell you how important it is to subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. Give me a little bit of payback for the hard work I put into making your video. Thanks.